today we have Tessa Ballin with us. How are you doing, Tessa?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me. Showing your internet
Can you hear
connection's a
me?
little bit. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Your internet's like a little bit breaky, but it's okay.
We're having a
Can
little
you hear
bit of a
me?
problem. I'm gonna see if I can
Technical glitches.
this. Can you hear me, Tessa?
Um, I can hear you, but you're like kind of breaking up. Can you hear me?
Because it looks clear on my side right now.
Okay.
It looks clear on my side. I can. Can you hear it again?
So
Should we
let's try it again. Okay. Okay.
break?
I
I can
think
hear
you're
you
stable
perfectly.
now.
Let's
Okay.
do
Okay.
this. Let me
Hold
call
on.
you. Okay, let me
Okay,
call
cool.
you.
Should I call you back? Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Again. That's
I
gonna
think
be
you're
a
stable, so
intro for
that's all
everybody.
good.
Let me call you back. I think I'm on again. Hi everybody, you're joined with the
Okay.
SAIFF Film Fest. I apologize for that. We seem to have had a little problem with the connection, but we seem to be stable now. Are we stable, Tessa? Am I stable on your
I think
end?
we're stable.
Okay,
Okay.
great. So today I'm joined with
Yes.
Tessa Ballin. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and her submission into the festival, which is a beautiful documentary shorts.
Okay, so basically, where do I start? So just to give you a bit of background on myself, I have always been absolutely obsessed with wildlife, just totally passionate about wildlife and nature conservation. And I've always kind of, it's my privilege that I've spent my life visiting the Kruger National Park and other game reserves and nature reserves around South Africa. And then when I was around nearing the end of high school, I started to realize that that was a privilege that I have and that it's not the reality for many South Africans, and that you've got people coming from overseas, paying quite a lot of money to go on safari, and then you've got local people who, because of the historical and socioeconomic structures that are put in place, are not able to actually access the parks. And I realized I needed to kind of do something. I needed to try do my little bit to be part of the solution and help more people have access to wildlife as something to be enjoyed, and and to really just get passionate about conservation, because you can't care about something if you don't get to see it, right? So I guess I just went off on all the background, but let me tell you what the film's actually about. So
That's okay.
it's called.
That's okay. You've done. I mean, I think it's really interesting for some of, especially you look really young. How old are you again?
I'm 25.
Rude question, but you're so beautiful, and I don't think I didn't think that was going to be a problem. You're 25, so you're a very young filmmaker.
Yes.
And
so yes.
sorry, Tess, before you start talking about the feature that's in the festival this year, have you been doing this for a long time? Like, how many years have you been doing this?
I mean, to be honest, this is my third short film.
Okay,
I started studying. Yeah, so I started studying film at university. I graduated 2017, so it's really only been like 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I have this constant feeling that I'm not doing enough, that I need to be doing more. um, and yeah, and I just feel like I need to live a life of purpose and then be doing something to make a difference, you know. So I guess I am young. I mean, to me, I feel like I'm getting older and I need to do more. But yeah.
Okay, no, that's great. So that brings us to your current submission. Tell us about it.
Okay, so Beyond the Fence. So kind of going off of everything I was explaining earlier about my passion for conservation and my need to help make it more accessible to South Africans. Basically, Beyond the Fence is about inspiring a passion for wildlife conservation in people who live in rural communities. So basically, the Kruger National Park is the biggest game reserve, I think, it should be in South Africa. But you've got people living like just on the borders who've actually never been inside because of socioeconomic issues. They've never actually been able to go inside for financial reasons and for whatever. So the film itself follows a guy named Mike Kendrick. He comes from Bristol. Him and his wife moved to South Africa, and Mike has a background in education, and he also kind of realized what was going on and decided to start this organization called Wild Shots Outreach, where he goes to different high schools. Oh no, I think she's dropped off. Maybe I should wait. Oh, yeah.
Tessa, you know what? I don't want to do this to you.
Yeah.
Let me. I'm gonna. Let me see. I think it's better. I'm gonna, because we did so many people that come onto this live, so I think it's better for us to before we go back on Facebook, so it can get everybody. That's what, you know, like Facebook and Instagram. I'm gonna reschedule with you. I think that's gonna be better. Are you okay with that?
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm totally okay with that. Do we? So basically, there's not we don't have a lot of viewers on right now.
Are you gonna? Because we could. I might even if you.
Hello.
Yes. At the moment on the live, because what we're doing with this is we're streaming it here and then it goes off. Let me just take us off. Let me just take us off. Light you off. Hello.
Okay.
Tessa,
hello.
I'm gonna call you on your line, and I'm gonna try and get us in the next 30 minutes. Okay. And I'm off the food.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me call. I'm gonna call you.
Cool. Okay. I'll be here.
Okay.